Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the reigning AFC champs, and it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he returns this to the 22. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. They'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Jones. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now Jones. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Off play action. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Here's Jones. Off play action. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion comes the tight end left. From the 36, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pitch it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Lawrence will throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this is caught at the end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones now throwing on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones over the middle and complete to Waddle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
ETN up the middle. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? Hey, stand up!
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. First play of the the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. Smith catches left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Jones. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give, running right, Etienne. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Jones. Open man here. Short. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And room there to work it inside the 25. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep. If they close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Jones. His throw incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Jones. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. Now Jones. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jones looking around. Buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like tear down.